some of you. This is a very special broadcast, and of course, we must pray. And prayer we must, this very evening and always going forward. And I will pray in the language of heaven, because Chukwukika Biama is in control of all that we have been doing and will continue to do until Biafra is restored and all the suffering indigenous populations in the damnable zoological republic are set free. Chineke na nke pụrụ ihe niile Chukwukika Biama onye na-efe na aja ha nsọ ya mma mgbe niile. Onye ọbụla na ya na-achị eluigwe n'ụwa na-agba akaebe ịhụnanya gị na ebere gị amara gị n'ọmịiko gị ebe ndị gị na-eze ebede ngọzi. Anyị wee na-etoghị agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị iro iwe nye anyị ndụ ala nke dị n'uwe n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị wee na-asị na ịja mma niile otu niile dịrị aha nsọ gị. Onye ọ bụ naanị aka ike niile na ọ gbadara aka ya. Anyị wee na-akpọku gị na-asị gị na nke ọma anyị ga-ekele gị, nke ọjọọ ma anyị kelee gị. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma, wee na-eto gị, wee na-asọpụrụ gị n'isi ụmụ gị niile bụ ndị ikwu ndị wee ezu oku mgbe a kpọrọ ha ka ha wee chekwaa ala nsọ gị bụ Biafra onye nwe m na Chineke na ihe n'ikwuru anyị nkwa na o mekataghị ka ndị iro wee were ala nsọ Biafra onye nwe m na Chineke na nke bi n'igwe. Agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị iro ma ndị na-agba mgbagba ebe niile dị iche iche onye nwe m na Chineke nna ihere bụ nke ndị dị etu a n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị wee na-eto gị, wee na-asị onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ihe niile, onye ọ bụ naanị ya na-azọpụta, onye ọ bụ naanị ya bụ okwu ya niile bụ ihe na amen. Anyị wee na-asị ezi ebube dị ngọzi na ọtụtụ na-eja mma na nsọpụrụ site n'ebighị ebi ma ruo n'ebighị ebi. Ise ise ise.
Welcome, my amazing viewers. Thank you so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you are connecting from. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Thank you so much. And remember, in this channel, we talk about the situation of the people in the contraption called Nigeria. We speak up for every indigenous tribe in that contraption called Nigeria. We do not speak about hate. We don't hate anybody. We are not talking down anybody, but we are saying the truth, exactly the truth, the way it is. All we are saying is that live and let live. And for those who said we will not live, they will not live either. The only common enemy we have in the contraption called Nigeria remains the Fulani Janjaweed. They are the common enemy. They are the people who have brought up all manner of insecurity in that very contraption. The country has been existing, that very part of the world has been existing peacefully until the Fulanis penetrated through Ottoman Danfodio. They started with the Hausas. They decimated the Hausas and took away all manner of things from them. Today, Hausas have no voice. And now, they are focusing on the southern part of Nigeria, trying to dip their Quran into the sea, just as their father, Ottoman Danfodio, instructed them. But that cannot happen. In the 21st century that we are, it cannot happen. They cannot take an inch in Biafra land. Neither will they take over Yoruba land. They will not succeed. That is why there is so much insecurity in Nigeria today. And it has become so much since they have decided to put a terrorist in charge of the government. The terrorist is now in charge of the government. Even after his death, the script that he wrote is what they are still playing on to date. You see some people parading themselves to be Buhari or whatever they call him, knowing fully well that the man that is there is an imposter. That is why he can never ever offer anything to make a change. Neither will he stop the insecurity. He cannot. He is part of the insecurity. He is the one that orchestrated the insecurity. Some of you have a very short memory that you forget things so easily. You can see how many times this man conducted the election and he failed woefully. Even in one of the occasions, he rallied people around to kill people because he lost the election. He rallied people around to kill people who conducted the election. The NYSC members who went to conduct the election, accused them of rigging the election against him. They were killed and moved down. So this man has been a killer from the onset. But all of a sudden, Nigeria, as well as be having a short memory, went and called him back to come and give him what he doesn't know. This is a man who doesn't have anything to offer. This is a man who has not done anything for himself. He has not improved in any way. He has not bettered in his own life, his own personal life in any way. Yet, Nigeria sheepishly went to him and brought him to come and rule them. Today you can see the result. You can see the result, but the most painful and the most shameful is the southeastern governor, Dave Umahi. A southeastern governor who called himself an engineer, who is supposed to be an educated man, is praying that God should give the contraption called Nigeria another Mohammadu Buhari. When you hear such a thing from a man who supposedly said he's an engineer, what do you think? What do you think about him? It's either he is possessed or he's insane. And this is the way everybody in this very contraption called Nigeria, who claim to be educated, who are claiming one Nigeria, that is the way they behave. They have suddenly turned to moron, all of them. When they open their mouth and begin to tell you why you should be part of one Nigeria, you'll be wondering, is this man still living in this planet? They will bring an argument like you are better off in Nigeria, that the population, Nigeria is the most populated African country in the world. Most populated that cannot be able to feed their people. Most populated that has nothing to offer. Most populated, yet you are going outside to get machineries to come and fight for you. Most populated, yet you can't even provide for your people. What does that most populated have to add to you? They will tell you that Igbos are in every part of the country. For that, they cannot be. Who told you that they cannot be able to have your country just because they are in every part of the country? The Jews are in every part of the world. You go, you see a Jew established, doing well in every part of the world, yet they have a place they call a home, their own country. Why is that going to be different from Biafra? You're using the propaganda of we having business everywhere. Even if we have to be on our own, we can still have business anywhere we want to have a business. Separating from Nigeria doesn't mean we cannot have business in Nigeria. We can still have business. Any part of the world we want to have business, we can still do business there. All we have to do is to obey your laws and rules. And that is how the world functions. Wherever you want to go, you go there, obey their rules and regulations. There are still people who are Christians, Biafrans, who are in Saudi Arabia doing their business. And they are progressing. They are in Iraq doing their business. They are progressing. Nobody is fighting them or killing them, and they are not killing anybody. Because they obey the laws of the land. But in the contraption called Nigeria, there is no law functioning anywhere. There is no law. They said it's a secular state. In a secular state, some people are practicing Sharia, some people are not practicing Sharia. Look at the debate of VAT that is going on now, debate of VAT that is going on. You want to collect VAT from the southern part of Nigeria, you want to collect their VAT to give to people who have nothing to offer, who cannot do anything for themselves. Yet, these people, in that place we are collecting the VAT, through the means we are collecting the VAT, they don't want it. They say the means we are collecting the VAT is haram. They don't want it. But yet they need that money. They don't want to drink. They don't drink. But do you know the amount people are paying for drinking in southern part of Nigeria? Do you know the amount the southern part of Nigeria are making from drink, the tax they are paying? People who are selling alcohol, do you know the tax they are paying? Do you know the amount of tax? They will take this tax and they will go and give it to those who say that drinking is evil. And people are debating it online. They are debating it, supporting it. People are debating it. That is how decayed the country has become. That is how the country has decayed and can never function. Can't do anybody any good. Instead, we continue to see failure everywhere. That is the situation. And thank God that everybody is awake. Every single person in that very country of Nigeria is awake. Anybody that tells you that doesn't know what is happening is just deceiving ourselves. Everybody is awake. We know what is going on. That is why each time you see people speaking up on their own, the government cannot offer you anything. A government that will come and call an activist a terrorist. Meanwhile, a terrorist will be given a handshake, given a post in Asorok, made a minister, made a governor. But an activist who is asking for a legitimate thing, they will put him in prison. That is the country you call Nigeria. IPOB that is using only flag to protest, they have not killed any single soul. ESN has not killed any innocent soul. Have never, ever, anywhere killed anybody. Today, the government is going after IPOB and ESN, calling them terrorists and killing them indiscriminately on a daily basis. In that same country, we saw their bandit, the bandit that shot down a jet fighter who has capacity of shooting down a jet fighter have killed military men on daily basis. It just few days ago, military men were killed. These same people, the government is negotiating with them, giving them leeways to their government, paying them money on daily basis, putting them on salary. And yet somebody from the southern part of Nigeria will come and be saying he wants to be a one Nigeria and be hitting here or her shirt. Sorry, you are playing into your own debt. For those of you who are going to put their hand in election, you are actually going to sign your death warrant. Any election conducted in Nigeria is signing a death warrant for the people who are going to vote. For those of us who are no longer interested, the Biafrans and some of you other people who are not interested, they are going to be saved on their own. But those who are going to participate in the election, they are already marked for death, and they will surely pay. The government will surely kill them. That is it, because they signed up for it. The people of Nigeria must wake up. This is the time for you to take your freedom. Stop waiting for somebody to give you freedom. And I thank God people are waking up. People are waking up. The message of Asula have gone wide. Since 2015, consistently saying the same thing, consistently saying the same thing. That is why today everybody is awake. And if you think that people don't know what is happening, watch this video on what really the street are saying on the situation.
You don't drink beer. You say you have Sharia law. You don't want to drink beer. Still, you want the VAT from the East. It's not good to rob Peter to pay Paul. Yes, as a matter of fact, everybody in this country knows what the Southerners have gone through over these years. And it would be most unfair if the powers that be in the country say they will not give power to the South. Especially South, is not just South. Because South, so to speak, has not had a shot at the presidency since the inception of Nigeria. So I think when they're asking for Southeastern being the president of this country, it's not that of place. They should be given that fair hearing and be listened to. Yeah, as regards to the VAT, it's not good to rob Peter to pay Paul. A lot of things have gone wrong in this country, and the 17 Southern governors coming together to make some pronunciations as regards the anomaly in this country, I think is most proper. And the time has come for things to change. You won't tell me a governor will take a grader and grade 100, 200, 300 crates, 1,000 crates of beer. And in the south we drink beer. And you want to collect our VAT to come and share to everybody. It's not fair. You know, we're talking about oil. The anomaly in the oil industry is unfair, and we see it. We got an NPC. It's like another company, but the oil does not come from the north.
The money belongs to the states. The states should have money to develop. If the states are developed, Nigeria is developed. If Abuja is developed and the states are poor, we have not gone anywhere. If you ask me, the states should keep the money. Federal government should have its own portion. Let the states develop. That's where you and I come from. You come from a state, I come from a state. That is why. That's why if you look around, there are a lot of population on the streets. Everybody thinks that the only hope for them is to come to Abuja. Are you with me? So everybody thinks that the hope for you and me is to come to Abuja. No. We all have streets, we have local government, we have state capitals. If proper things are done and there's development in those areas, this influx into Abuja will even be curtailed on its own. If I'm okay where I'm coming from, I don't have to come here.
If we take the Nigerian constitution, zoning is not part of the constitution. Zoning could be any internal mechanism of resolving issues, either within a political party or in Nigeria at large. Zoning could be good, but if it is not in Nigerian constitution, if you say zoning must be done, that means you are violating the constitution. But if you say for a gentlemanly agreement, for understanding, fine. Or if you want zoning to be done by force, then you have to ensure that zoning is being presented in the National Assembly as a motion, it is passed as a bill, and it is signed by the executive. Most especially, that is by the president. That means it will become part of the Nigerian constitution. And if zoning must be done in this country, we have 6 geopolitical zones. if you say north and south, it could be okay, but we have 6 geopolitical zones. If you want to zone between north and south, there are some tribes in some certain geopolitical zones that will not have such opportunity to produce a president. For instance, if you zone presidency to south, somebody like former President Goodluck Jonathan will not have the opportunity if it is based on zoning, because his tribe is not one of the major tribes in the south as a whole. And I don't know even in Bayelsa State if his tribe is one of the major tribes, because he was a deputy governor. For you to be a deputy governor, that means your tribe or your ethnic group or your zone is one of the second-class zone, so that you will have representative in government. So if zoning it must be done, it should be done for the 6 geopolitical zones.
Well, after watching this video, you can agree with me that the game is up. The game is up. The people are awake and they know what is right, and they will take their freedom by themselves. Nobody can give it to them. They are ready to take it. And we will fight by all means possible. They will kill us. We will kill them. At the end of the day, Biafra will surely come. It doesn't matter what anybody says. It doesn't matter what anybody. Biafra will come. Oduduwa will be free. Every indigenous tribe in that contraption will surely be free. And at that time, people who want to form their caliphate will go to their region and form their caliphate, be happy with it. Those of us who love the secular system will be on our secular region and be happy. That is the only solution. Break it up to save life. Break it up for people to have a life. This is a fight between life and death. It is not about economy. It's about your life. You have to be alive for you to talk about economy. Be alive first. Go and see the video you are seeing online about the bandits, how prepared they are. It is not a joke. Those machines they are holding in their hand are not toy. They are not toy, and they are meant to kill. And you are there playing politics. May God have mercy on you, and may Chukwu Okabe continue to bless us with NNAMDI KANU. May Chukwu Okabe continue to strengthen us with NNAMDI KANU. May Chukwu Okabe bring back our NNAMDI KANU to us very, very soon. It doesn't matter what they say. They will kill us. We will kill them. At the end of the day, Biafra will surely come. Thank you so much for watching wherever you are watching from. And remember, blessed. Bye-bye. See you again on the next video.